Okay, so we all probably know by now that Mercury is in retrograde, but do you actually know what area of life that is affecting you right now? So I have made this diagram, which basically shows all the 12 houses and what they are associated with. So I want you to look at your own chart and I want you to see what house is in Leo. So for some people, there might be more than one house that has Leo in it, and that's fine. It just means that Mercury at some point will be transiting both those houses. So let's look at what is Mercury. Firstly, as a planet, Mercury represents communication. Yes. It represents the mind, the intellect. Okay. It's also like, it's a very fast planet. And so it likes to move fast. It likes to move through worlds. Okay. It has the ability to like move between worlds. But when it's retrograde, it's giving the illusion that it's slowing down. And retrogrades are all about, revisiting things, reflecting. It's the RE, resting, redoing things. So this is actually a great time for you to try something again. Like you get a do-over, basically, but in the realm of things Mercury and in the realm of things Leo. So the way to understand astrology is to simplify and look at the energy of the planet. You look at the energy of the sign. You also look at the elements as well. So Mercury is, it, like I said, it's to do with the mind, but then it rules an air sign and an earth sign traditionally, which is Gemini and Virgo. But right now it's in a fire sign, and Leo particularly is a fixed fire sign. So its modality is fixed and its element is fire. So when it comes to fixed signs are typically very persistent and, stubborn in their expression because they are planners and they get things done. So they keep things going, basically. There's like a resistance to outside influence with fixed nature. So when it comes to our patterns, they are fixed and it's harder and more difficult to get out of these patterns. So with Mercury being in a fixed sign right now and us having the opportunity to redo things, it's like having the opportunity to like undo or like try to move out of outdated or fixed patterns that no longer serve us. And it's also like things that are ingrained in our behavior. The things that are ingrained in our mindset. So anywhere where you feel like it feels more difficult for you to shift your mindset, this is like a time where you have the opportunity to redo that and reflect on your mindset and like parts of you where you just are stubborn in that way and you need to change, basically. So this is actually quite a great time for that. And I think as well, because it's a Leo sign specifically, a sign that's all about the self, it's like Leo rules the heart as well. So if a Leo is being led by their heart, then, you know, they know that they're moving from a place of integrity and honor. But if they're moving from a place of like their ego, so if like the ego isn't bad, but if it's like the forefront, you know, so like if you're being led by your ego, if your ego is making the decisions and it's coming from a selfish place, you know, because if you think about Leo as the king or the queen, sometimes as royalty, you have to make decisions that are best for the whole kingdom, you know, not just for you. So when you move from your heart and you make decisions from your heart, you are able to have a expansive sort of like expression, because and like you're moving from a place of compassion for others, you know. So like your actions are gonna create abundance, not just for yourself but for everyone involved. But if you are moving from a place of just like selfishness, from like your ego, then your expression is limited. You know what I mean? Like it's a limited belief system. So with this Mercury retrograde in Leo, I feel like the challenge here is to break free from limiting beliefs or a limited way of expressing yourself, so that it's not just to evolve as yourself, but to help evolve everyone. Because it's going to affect everyone if you are moving from a place of like deep compassion, but like from your heart's truest desires, because we're all connected. Do you know what I mean? If we're all moving from our heart, like it's the heartbeat of the universe. Now I'm getting all like spiritual, but like it's true. So if we're all moving from like the rhythm and the heartbeat of like oneness, then that abundance is limitless. So that's kind of what I think with this Mercury retrograde.